Hello everybody. In this video we are going to look at the solution to the Physics 1 speed of sound do right now, number 1. Let's take a look. Mr. Tiesler has decided to social distance himself in the middle of the desert. Actually, my family took a vote and they really do want me to move. You can tell by the background here that I have moved to the desert. Well, it's actually kind of a deserty color, so maybe you guys are falling for this. All right, let's see. I want to know how hot it is, but I didn't bring a thermometer with me. I use my extensive physics knowledge to measure the speed of my cries of loneliness at 348.7 meters per second. What is the air temperature in my desert prison of isolation in degrees Celsius? Yeah, if I'm going to be in a desert prison of isolation, I am going to be doing some physics. You know that. What are we given in this problem? Well, we're given that Mr. Tiesler is a sad and lonely individual, and we're also given the velocity of the sound waves, and that is 348.7 meters per second. We are looking for the air temperature in degrees Celsius. So I know I'm going to want to use my velocity of sound in air formula. And I am going to solve it for the temperature. And note that when I'm solving it for the temperature, this temperature is going to, or I should say this formula, is going to give me the temperature in Kelvin, not degrees Celsius. So this will give me the temperature in Kelvin, then I will need to convert that to degrees Celsius. So when I rearrange this formula to solve for the temperature, I'm going to end up with the temperature in Kelvin is equal to 273 Kelvin times velocity squared divided by 331 meters per second squared. The reason why it takes this form is because remember my temperature here is in inside the radical. So the first thing I'm going to need to do to solve for that is square everything. And when I do that, let me change colors here. The velocity gets squared. This velocity gets squared, and then the radical simply just goes away. So when I plug my velocity into this equation, I am going to have a speed of I'm going to get a temperature of the air of 303.0 Kelvin. In order to convert this to degrees Celsius, I know that the temperature in degrees Celsius is going to equal the temperature in Kelvin minus 273 Kelvin. And when I do that out, I am going to have an air temperature of 30.00 degrees Celsius.